Today we're going to talk about a real-life ethical dilemma reviewed by myself, Erin Jackson. South by Southwest Tech Conference is an enormous event in Austin, Texas. In 2012, the marketing company BBH Labs hired homeless people to walk around the conference with mobile Wi-Fi devices so attendees could receive internet access. The homeless people were paid $20 a day and were allowed to take any tips given. They were also instructed to go to the most crowded parts of the conference, pass out business cards for the marketing firm, and allow attendees to sign into their Wi-Fi. They also wore t-shirts advertising their name and function, such as "I'm Clarence, a 4G hotspot." The marketing firm said it was a charitable experiment, which was a way for them to tell their story and allow the homeless to engage with society. The homeless that volunteered appeared to be appreciative of the money and opportunity, but Wire magazine blogger and others deemed it completely problematic. If my boss presented this idea of using homeless people in a similar project, I would quote Aristotle: "A true friend would tell another friend when he or she is acting selfishly and foolhardily." Philanthropy is important, but there is a fine line between being charitable and exploiting someone. There are many other ways which we can ensure the homeless population benefits from the company, but less than minimum wage just because they are a struggling community raises concerns. The boss may consider doing a reciprocity test to determine if he were in their shoes, would he want to be put in the middle of a lifestyle of phones and gadgets when you're struggling just to eat and survive? If he decided to move forward with the project, I would provide data on how badly it would reflect on the company, and if that still doesn't reach him, I would remove myself from the project since our corporate social responsibilities don't align. BBH Labs compared its project to homeless people selling newspapers on the street, and although the price is comparable to what a homeless may make, it is not the same. Instead of a newspaper company, this is a huge convention that in 2012, the official events resulted in over $190 million boost to the Austin economy. Minimum wage at the time was averaging $7.25 an hour, and with multiple hours of events and days, the conference is making more than enough to pay them at least the minimum. The internet industry in Silicon Valley were certainly tone deaf at this event and likely others. This function was set to serve and favor a certain group of people, but did not consider those less fortunate. South by Southwest used indirect blindness by hiring the marketing company to transfer their questionable actions. BBH Labs chose to highlight a marginalized group in the guise of charity by purposefully making them stand up and serve those more privileged. I do feel there is a difference in paying a homeless man in the US $20 a day versus paying an 11-year-old girl to work $2 a day in India. The main difference is the economic weight that the money obtained can provide. $2 in India goes much farther than for the little girl than $20 in the United States. For example, the cost of buying an iPhone in the United States would take the average worker 15 days of saving compared to the worker in India of 6 months. However, $2 a day is still less than most minimum wages in India.